beer and relaxing.
Conversations Plus. We're just chilling. Matt Gibson's here, Brian McGuckin, and Frank Storm. Hopefully you can see him because I can't. Why? We're just hanging out. So if you want to join, let me know. And we're basically just broadcasting Hangout. But Matt, that was a pretty good show.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was great.
Yeah, it was.
How was there a lot of people watching live, Matt?
Yeah. Well, again, it went up and down, so I can't tell, like, if it says, like, a number and then it goes down, but then it goes back up, there's no way for me to know how many of them were, like, new and how many of them were just the same person.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So I think we probably had, if I add the up and down thing, I think we probably could have had somewhere between 20 and 40. But then a lot of people were watching us on Facebook. Some of them were watching us just from the link, and some of us were actually coming in to the Hangout because she posted the actual Hangout link.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And, yeah, that's what people were popping up, and then I had the cameraman option, which is new, where I can do something like, I'll just do it for now. I'll do it on, let's do it on Bro and Chicken Man. See, so can you see that she's gray box now?
Yeah.
So that just means that we see her as gray box, but everyone else watching don't see her at all. She's like not even here. So then I bring her back, although she has to unmute herself, and she'll be like, "Why am I mute?"
They just added these controls.
Yeah, they're new. You'll have to. Yeah, they're new. I've been testing it, but they're new publicly. So Frank is a photographer. Who does photography? Matt's a guitar player. And I don't know. What would you call me, a clown?
I would say you're a broadcaster.
Maybe. Many things.
A troublemaker.
Troublemaker. Hey, I do take pictures. They're not all that bad. I do sing. It's not all that bad. So, what can I say?
You do a little of everything.
I do a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and they're like,
right?
we don't want people that do
all
one.
Good.
We just want people that do one thing. That's the way we put you in a category.
That's what the world wants, right?
Yeah, that's what the world. They don't want someone to do too many things.
Just do one thing.
If I wish that I could just do one thing sometimes, just do my music, but it's just not practical anymore, and I'm interested in so many different things, that's why I said Renaissance Man on my profile, because I like tech, I like music, I like art, I like books, I like collecting antiques, I like, business, I like it all, and you got to kind of pick, at some point in your life, if you're going to be successful, I guess, at what your passion is, you have to narrow it down a little bit and, decide what you're going to do and focus, but there's still a lot of room to, be interested in a lot of different subjects,
Right. Usually it's hard for artisans to focus on one thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yep. And I think as an artist, the more things that you know about and that you're interested in and that you experience, the more kind of, for a musician, if you make it like you're a painter, the more colors and techniques you can bring to your final art form to make it interesting and good,
Right.
So like if all I had was a box of crayons, I guess I could be the best crayon artist on the planet, which would be cool, but that's just one tool, so it really depends. You can be a one-dimensional artist that's amazing at one thing, or you can be a multifaceted artist that's good at a bunch of different things and really good at bringing them all together, so that's what I want to be.
Right.
Yeah. Because if you spend your life on one thing, that's cool, I guess, but then after a while you're like, you'll be doing it your whole life, It's like you need to change it up and add things. And I think you're doing good. Look at this. It's cool. Just I got Ryan Van Sickle, I got his CD, and he signed it again. Whiskey Pilots. They signed it. They're going to be in New York, and I got Rebecca Pearl sending me her CD signed, and Heather Faye, hopefully I'm going to get her signed and get them all. So it's just awesome.
They're like Pokemon.
It's like collect them all. Yeah, and then I got these bad boys. I'm going to put them on my forehead so I don't forget what browser I'm going to use, right? God forbid. That's what
I haven't got any
if
good
I go on a photo walk, I can have one of these. Oh, that's good. That'll be funny. I can pay tickets out to that one. Don't forget. This is not the new one. I only have the old one, right? The old plus one button. Yeah, you see, me and Google are whole team.
Sanaz is coming back.
Oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, about 5 minutes. She said.
On purpose. Okay. But yeah, I mean, just schedule now with the event. Schedule an event, schedule a concert, and even if it's you just chatting with people and playing and doing both, doing more chatting than playing, whatever, just do it. I mean, don't wait for months. Don't wait for that. Could be in months. Be like, all right, I'll do an album release party then. But just do them now. Be like, all right, you know what? I'm free Sunday. I'm gonna put 2 o'clock. I'm gonna put a concert and invite everybody that I know and see what happens. And promote it a little bit and just play. And then it's recorded and you have a video. And then you're like, you know what? There's a full video, and then there's like I could take chunks of it and be like, look, that was a good. Because chunk is a great word. A little chunk of that snippet of the music, and I'm like, look, then I can make another video. I'm like, look, you can just listen to me go, or you can just listen to me go, you know, one of those things. Yeah, bro, when are you back?
That was amazing, dude. You should do that for a living. Make like cool music sounds and like sample them and sell them to other musicians.
Well, you could do your remixes, Matt.
Yeah.
Actually, it's funny. I was recording some stuff in a Hangout, and I don't know if you know Michael Murata.
He doesn't know. I know. Yes, Michael Murata. Michael Murata is a cute little kid.
He comes back, and he says right at the end of my song, he goes, "I'm back." You probably heard it at the end of that, you know. Yeah, it was funny, and I got it all on the recording.
Usually Michael does this. He does this. Mine does something like that. He does some weird stuff. He's usually Mike Murata has like samples and theme songs. He'd be like, Matt, here's what I think of it, and he hits the song. He starts dancing. He's Murata. I can't invite him in here because I don't know what he'll do. He'll break every copyright known to copyright. Dangerous. He is effing dangerous, man. He's dangerous. So you like playing electric obviously better than acoustic, or?
No, again, it's just a matter of the right tool for the right job. You know, I think whatever it takes to, you know, I really like to play guitar solos. I mean,
I like to play.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, it's again, I'm a whole song person, you know, and you gotta use the right tool for the right job, you know.
Okay, this is just me being funny, but I would say you said whole song, and I kept thinking like, what's a half song? Is that just like teasing the crap out of us? Well, you play half, man. The bad half. I mean, the good half. I'm messing with you. Because we just did 3 hours. Yeah.
Are we live yet? We're live, right?
We're not live. We are not on air. It doesn't say on air at the top. So you should tell us all the secrets.
I can't see anything. Like.
You should give us. You should.
Oh, I should scroll up. We are on here. Shut up.
Tell us the liveness that is you.
Well, no, I just accidentally I scrolled down and I couldn't see the on-air part, and then I didn't realize I had scrolled down, so I was like, that's missing, and never mind.
That's like thinking Braun was not your real name. That would be ridiculous. Anyway,
whatever.
Exactly. Whatever's your real name. So the ukulele.
Whatever is my real name.
That's what I agree. We're agreeing. I'm agreeing to agree.
Oh. I played the mandolin for a while.
Oh, I played a mandolin bass. Is that the same thing? No rim
weird.
shots, no Michael Murata.
Well, the whole thing is that, like, my orchestra at my first high school was a combination of marching band and orchestra, and they tried to have us, like, have a marching orchestra, and it didn't really work out so well. So it was easier for me to march with a mandolin than with a violin. True story. Yeah, my high school was
Is there more to it than that? Oh.
No, I mean, like, and then, like, after the year after I transferred out.
You were in the marching scrub.
Yeah, I was in the marching scrub. And then the year after that, they had a marching celloist.
And then there's Sanaz.
It was just really weird. Never mind.
Welcome back, Elvira, to the darkness.
Hi.
Hi. Your teeth are as white as
It's more like Rogue. She's got that white streak on her head.
Yeah, she used to be an X-Men.
Nice! That's where I know you from.
Give me 1 second so I can post this hangout on my Facebook, and I'll be back with you guys.
Hey, so can you post can you also post the YouTube video maybe instead that they can watch, or rather than come in here?
What do you guys want?
I mean, I think it's cool to have people coming in here that we...
Well, you can post both if you want. I mean, because then they can leave comments that we can see too. Either way, or you can post the whole thing. Whatever.
Yeah, the first one is the live link where they can just watch it and then make comments on the page, and then you can talk to them on the page, or you can put the link. You can put both here. If you want to join the hangout, you can go to here, and or if you want
to watch it.
Okay, let me try this.
There we go. Yeah, so this is just chilling. There's no, like, it's not formal by any means. Not that the other one was really formal, but
No, the other one was very formal. I felt I needed a tuxedo just to be in that hangout.
I felt like I was watching Oprah.
Really? You get a car. I don't get a car.
Yeah, Matthew's going to give all of us cars for being on his show.
I think I have a Matchbox car somewhere, yeah. You're a brainiac. Look, I have a guitar pick. I just don't have a guitar. What do I do?
Oh.
Ooh, I'm getting pinged.
Does that sound? That sounds like it feels good. I like to get pinged sometimes. All these vernacular. So what's LA like? Tell us about a little bit about LA and why we should definitely live there one day because it's the best city in the world.
You should never live here because everybody's a vampire and they will suck your blood and.
So why do you still live there? You're secretly a vampire.
She's a vampire killer.
Like,
I'm the vampire killer. That's what it is. I'm a player.
Abraham Lincoln, vampire hunters.
No, it's basically because I've been here for a long time.
You grew up there, or?
No, I've been here since '96.
Oh, that's when you graduated high school.
Yeah, and my mom is kind of close to me here. They're in San Francisco, and so if I want to, like, see them.
Frisco.
Do you like LA better than Frisco, or? They're just different.
I didn't ever live there, so I can't really say anything. I mean, it's pretty. It's colder. I definitely like warm weather.
It's so cold.
Well, it's colder than LA for sure.
Right, just not New York. There's like 3 New Yorkers in this room.
Look, my favorite place to go live at is Florida. So
that's the most humid place in the world.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Do you okay, I won't make that joke, but do you like it humid? It's so humid.
Well, I like it because every time I go there, it's the weather is just so relaxing, For me it is.
Do you think the weather is nicer in Florida than LA?
Yes. Well, the weather is beautiful here, but for some reason, Florida is a lot like Hawaii. You know how when you go to Hawaii, you just feel like you're on vacation.
Or like Mexico.
That's how I feel over there, and I love it there. It's awesome.
Is it San Diego? San Diego's warmer, or that's more like LA?
Yeah, it's warmer.
San Diego's nice, though.
Not by much, but it is.
Not by much.
It's gorgeous every day over there.
But yeah, everyone's so LA. The big thing is to get to drive everywhere, and you're sitting in the car, and there's traffic, and can't find parking spots. And, like, is that all true?
They are all true. You can't go 15 miles in less than 45 minutes.
Even if you're
It's not even at like 2 a.m.
2 a.m. you can.
2 a.m. you can. You can get from Santa Monica to Hollywood.
But you know what? It's really messed up because like business hours here, you would think that 8, 9 o'clock in the morning it would be like traffic and then it would die out. No, it doesn't happen till like after like 9 o'clock.
And it's not just the 405. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. The streets, everything. It's raining so bad here. I think I'm gonna get flooded.
Oh, do you want to bring it inside?
I think I'm gonna do that. So.
Don't die.
That would be a good hangout.
Let me take everything inside.
We could see you like floating on a raft.
Isn't that funny? We're talking about weather and it starts raining. That's great.
Pouring rain. I don't know if you can see the.
I can hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's getting bad. My legs.
We'll get wet in this hangout. Watch out. We're gonna get.
Everything's gonna get wet any second. So give me 1 second. Let me take all my important stuff inside so it doesn't. I don't know.
Don't you have like slaves? No, I'm just kidding. Do you have like servants to do that?
No, I don't do that.
I'm just kidding.
I wish I had some help, but I don't have any
help
at all.
Is a better word.
Help, Like, just help me, please. You're gonna watch me walk around with all this stuff. You guys keep talking.
Oh, okay. Stacy Gardell is here. Hi, Stacy. That's kind of cool. Maybe she has on the webcam. Yeah, so Sanaz went inside, although she left her computer and her camera on. Okay. So we had a show earlier with Matt Gibson, and he's still here, which is good. Matt, you want to play us a riff, or you're done? It's over. It's a wrap. You want to riff it up?
Dude, I'm freaking tired.
All right. That's cool.
I'm like doing everything I can to be like, okay, I'm here. I'm not gonna fall asleep. I'm not gonna fall.
Watch you fall asleep live on air.
where there's like silence. This is our like chill period. I don't want to be on. Don't make me be on non-stop.
Well, that's okay, because I'm getting attacked by crickets right now in the backyard.
Crickets attack? I didn't know crickets attack.
Well, they're jumping everywhere, and they're hitting my legs, so I'm not really liking this.
No, so run away.
You're a locust.
Yeah, although, good idea with the crickets, because that's what was going on in this hangout, crickets.
Crickets. Well, I used to have a tarantula that just died, like,
I'm sorry. What was his name or her name?
Well, it was actually, this is going to sound really embarrassing. It was a girl, and I didn't know it until she died. So I named it.
You treated it like a boy tarantula its whole life?
I know. Isn't that horrible? It was terrible. But I found out that the female tarantulas live more than 10 years, and the males die in about a year or something. That's how I found out that it was a female. But I'm still saying his. His name was Mr. Crowley, and it was a girl. It's actually still here too. Okay, let me go just clean up the outside, the mess I made. I'll be right back.
The mess. What did you do?
Joining the hangout, Mom.
So Frank is a photographer. Frank, do you have favorite pictures anything that you like taking pictures?
I mean, you could go to my site.
I want to hear from you. I just want to hear.
I just put up the Ghostbuster picture up today.
That's cool. Oh, look at your cat. That's nice.
Hey, Matt, how come our hangout doesn't show up in the hangouts to watch?
Yeah, that sucks. I don't understand why. Yeah, I don't get it. It seems like specifically my hangouts don't show up in the hangouts to watch for some reason. I don't know why. Google, don't you want people to see my lovely face? Or it can just be a bug. Are they, so when you hit, you mean the two that show up, there's only two that show up, right?
I only see one.
Although, can I say something? Although I clicked on it and said best of, let me do most recent. I think that they're buggy or something.
Yeah, I think so too, because like I have a Hangout that I was in like a month ago that's still up there. It says I'm hanging out.
There's a few up there that they're, if you click on the view wall, I see me, I see a bunch of our stuff, but on the main page I don't see it. But I don't know what the deal is. Talking to Ryan Van Sickle, he said he can't come in, but he's talking about some business.
I think my friend's about to join in.
Oh,
that
that's
would be
cool.
fun.
Fun for the whole family and more. If you're watching this and you're not shooting yourself in the head, because it's so exciting, leave a comment and let us know why you are still watching this, and tell us something that is interesting. Because I did not prepare for anything now.
Tell us something that would wake up Matt.
Wake up Gibson? Yeah.
Yes.
Maureen Flanagan is here. Hello, Maureen Flanagan. There's more women than men. Oops, this is not a sausage festival.
Yay. Hello, Maureen.
Hello.
Because of my Sammy Hagar hair.
Oh, that's why they came. I think they came for Sanaz. They're like, we want this Sanaz.
They're like, how come Sammy's on somebody else's profile? What's up with that?
How come Sammy looks like 50 years younger?
Yeah.
Plastic is gone. That's weird. Any more LA stories? Give us some LA. Oh, Bronwyn, you got something to say?
Yeah, Maureen's headset, her Hangout window is giving her an error, and it's not working for her on her end. So, it's
maybe it's the browser.
I wanted some Sanaz LA stories. I want to hear about the celebrities that treated you like crap, or something funny. You slapped the crap out of all the reality TV stars that hit on you.
Oh God.
Yeah, the Jerry Springer format of conversations.
Or anything, or this is post, or anything interesting. I'm just giving your ideas. I don't know what's happened there. Is there anything? Maybe you could be positive. Maybe you met Conan O'Brien and he went, oh, and you're like, oh.
No, I don't really meet anybody. Like, I don't go out.
In LA, you run into them every day now.
Yeah, don't you just run into them? Do you see them?
Well, the problem is I don't go out. Like, I only leave if I have to go and do a show, and then if I don't, then I just I'm working. So I like working, so I don't go anywhere. And I'm I don't party or drink or anything, so there's really no reason to go anywhere most of the time. So no, I don't really get to meet anyone. I mean, I do hang out with a lot of rock stars. But they're not like movie celebrities and stuff like that.
What? Rock stars? I mean, that's the point. You met people like Dave Navarro, and like, you really want to hear about that? Tell us about. So, who was the first like rock star that you? Wild Party. Who was the first rock star that you met, like that you consider a rock star? Like,
the very, very first person that I ever met and had an interview with, and I was scared to make big mistakes, was John Densmore of The Doors. That was creepy and scary.
Tell us about that. Tell us, do you remember like what you asked him? You weren't on his bed like you were with Dave Navarro.
Actually, you know what? The reason that I even had an interview with him was because this is way before I was doing what I do now, and a Persian television network asked me to do like movie reviews and stuff like that, and I told them that I don't watch movies really, and I don't know anything about actors and all that. But I told them I know about music and I can do that, and they were very scared of the whole metal thing, and they're like, well, we don't know if that's gonna flow with the Persian community. I'm like, trust me, where in any place that you got people like locked up in cages and stuff like that, they're gonna love metal music. And they hooked me up with John Densmore interview because John at that time was working on a project with some Persian people. It was really weird. So they told me to go interview him, and I was so scared, man. I was like, this is my very, very first interview. So when I went there, it wasn't like the typical interviews that I do now. Like, I just walk in and, you know, there's no really lines of people sitting there or anything like that. But with John was different. It was just like they had a whole security system going on outside, and they were calling names to go in the room one at a time and stuff like that. So they called me in, and I went inside, and I was just so just like starstruck, and I was like, look, I've never done an interview in my life, and you know, he was like, well, don't worry about it, everything's gonna be just fine, you know, just relax. And I was like, oh my God, this is so cool. So I sat down and I talked to him, and it was really cool. Look who's on. That's Paul, my friend.
Cool.
That's somebody you need to ask questions about musicians.
Hey, Paul. Or should we call you Rosewood?
Hey, yeah, you can call it Paul. It's a brand new account, so I haven't really got it.
Did you just literally sign up for Google Plus?
So I just started, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
So it's like, so is it weird to you? You're talking to strangers. Whoa.
I couldn't hear that.
Oh, listen, you're talking to strangers.
Hey, Matt. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Do you want to play?
Yeah, I want to try something.
All right, Matt's gonna play.
All right, let's see how this goes. Let me try to find a good beat. Okay.
Does Rosewood play too? Are we gonna have a duo?
Standard. Here we go.
Uh-oh. That's pretty cool.
Paul made some faces.
Now?
Paul's making some faces right now.
You better be awake now.
Does Paul, you play guitar? Paulie? Sorry, I didn't know. What was it?
Paul.
What should I call you?
We can't hear you.
Are you muted? The mic at the top. Oh, no, the wrong button. The other button.
Did you find your mic thing? It's on the top of the page.
So is it Paulie? Is that what he's saying?
Okay, well, I am actually going to head out because it's almost 12:30 and I have to be up in a few hours. So it was nice meeting all of you.
You too.
Right.
And I really liked your music, Matt Gibson.
Thank you.
Matt Rappaport.
My music rocks too. What?
It does. Feel free to tell them the karaoke story. But everybody have a good night, and I'll see you again soon.
All right.
Bye.
Later, Brahman McDucker.
I don't mind Rappaport.
You want to do something else? Keep going?
Yeah, unless people want to talk, that's a lot of work.
Y'all want to talk, or you want me to mess around and... I don't know.
Mess around. It's like, bring it.
All right, let me just find something else.
Paul, is your sound working? No?
I don't know. It was working before. That's weird.
Yeah, there's a button on top of the page that says on
The
and
little
off.
gear button.
Oh, there you go.
Oh. Who?
If you look at the little gear by the video camera button...
Is there a button that's red? That's red at the top?
Yeah,
it's all
top.
red? Click on that. Click on the red. Yeah, we can't read lips. Sorry. Loose lips. He's like, this is too much for me.
I think he's asking me for my address so he can mail all his guitars to me. I think he was saying.
No, you hit the button next to it. And don't. You just did this, right? Okay. Now do. Now.
Yeah.
Is there a little red microphone on your picture? If there is, then you're muted.
That says.
There's like a little red microphone in the corner of my finger. It's over here, or maybe it's on the other side. Anyways, or you can exit and come back in. That might work.
Yeah, that works sometimes.
What is this?
Can't.
I can't. It's not that. It's not that. Something. It's not that. Oh, it's something else. All right. Maybe the sound on your computer's high.
Well, here, let me find something here. Let's see. Are we still trying to help her?
You can chat actually on the corner left of the screen.
Yeah, just hit the little chat button, and it pops the chat window up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here you go. Here, let me see if I can find another interesting beat here. Let's see what we got. Okay, that's kind of funky. That's kind of interesting.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah, it was good. It was fun. It's all good. It's all fun just to listen to and like chill out to. Bounce your head
I
to.
like just like random stuff and just seeing what happens. Like, let's see, what do we got?
You should be now. Do you lay any of this down or no?
What's that?
Does any of this get recorded in case you find something good?
Sometimes. I like to do hangouts.
Oh, what am I talking about? This whole thing's being recorded. You can watch it whenever you want.
Exactly.
Duh.
Save it on my wrist for me.
There we go. Saving all your rips.
Oh, here we go. I really need a wah pedal for this, but... Oh, helps if you turn it on.
It's in the key of awesome. Well, you're making yourself deaf, but we're enjoying it.
Kind of
I like your moves, man. Look at you.
Moves. Yeah. And I seen it. Yeah, my hair. I always try to get rough hair, but I'm a Jew, so I had the curls. I never got the long hair. You could literally, you're gonna pass out? You're like, oh, I'm gonna pass out. No, I was digging it, man. I got some good shots. Hey, man, nice shot. Nice shot. So wait, so do you play some stacks and guitar? Do you play drums, or? I thought you had a drum set last time. No, maybe not. You do, right? Oh, there it is. Now, are you in a soundproof room where your whole family can hear you? Oh, they can hear all that.
No, it's in my headphones.
Oh, but you can't put drums. You can't put drums. You can't really play drums then.
No, and I can't sing right now because my voice is a bit loud. So I would probably break all the windows in the house and make everybody mad. So. be able to do something kind of soft.
It'd be cool for you to see you play drums too, right?
Let me see what we got.
There's no way though. You have to play like jazz drums. That's not that soft, I guess.
Might be writing a song right now. Hang on. Let's see.
I like that.
Yeah. Although there is a little bit of a, I was saying, it sounds good.
It's a little similar to one that I see you bent and broken. The light has left your eyes. Pain and insecurity has left you numb inside. I reach out my strong hand as you go under the wave. The pain and fear inside of you subsides in you as it sinks in the miry clay. Open your eyes and breathe in the sky.
Trying again.
Look past the clouds. working on for the record.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Anyway, I am very out of practice with singing. I haven't really sang in like 3 months, and if you don't do it every day,
But it still sounds good.
It gets a little raspy. You get tired real easy.
So you sing with the reverb on, right?
With the what? Oh yeah, I like. It's kind of.
What is it? I mean, does it sound really? It still sounds good without it on, or that's the whole.
For me, the reverb. You got to be careful with it. Sometimes I overuse it. Singers like to hear the reverb because it makes it a little easier to be creative and with your voice. I don't know. I mean, there's a couple different arguments for and against. A lot of reverb, a little bit of reverb.
Do you think every album has reverb on it?
Oh, sure. I think the professional thing is there should be enough reverb where it makes it sound better, but you can't tell it's there, But I think, like a lot of times when people are in sound boost singing, they'll add reverb to it because it makes them have a better performance. But they won't put it in the recording. So, but I like sustain. I like the ability to, have. You can kind of pull back and add nuances into the performance that you wouldn't do if you were just blowing through it, So, like I like doing things, You can kind of pull back a little bit, and
You're talking on with your like romantic ones now. Watch out.
Open your eyes. Oh, hang on, I'm kind of tired.
It's alright. Hey, I enjoy South Park sounds too.
Open your eyes and breathe in the sky. Look past the clouds. I don't know. It's just kind of to me it adds a little bit of an artistic element. Like I like delay in my guitar solos and, but it's all preference and what you're trying to do, I guess. Anyway, I am so tired.
You're like, I'm asleep.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I probably don't sound too good right now.
No, you sound good.
Anyway.
Don't be so hard on yourself, man. Nobody sounds like $1 billion every second of life. Even your idols don't always sound amazing.
Oh yeah, and the thing I like about what I'm doing is there's a little bit of transparency to what I'm doing right now. I don't think, like the final product of a record, if people really knew how chopped up and hacked up it is to make it sound amazing. I mean, a lot of times people, they think that, the singer goes in there, belts it out, throws the mic on the floor, and walks out of the room. And that happens occasionally. Most of the time, I don't think that happens, and, overdubbing and stuff. And I think ultimately, when you do overdubs, you listen to the performance and you're like, what, that note was a little flat, or, I didn't give enough air into that note, or I didn't approach the note correctly. It's kind of, it makes good art, and it teaches you to be better when you're live, which is ultimately, if you see people that are amazing on a record that also blow it away live, they're really good. But you'll see a lot of bands, that they can't do live what they do on the record.
Yeah, they're not
I think
good.
it's really important
to be as good.
Well, for me as a musician, I want to be good live and on the record, and I haven't put the time in to do that,
Although I have to say that when there are bands and singers and performers when they're performing in concert, they do add reverb and they add things in concert to help them?
Oh, absolutely, But I mean, you're talking about people that are on tour and do shows every night, And for a singer, a guitar player can be drunk and falling over the stage and still kind of do an okay performance. You can't do that as a singer, The human voice is not meant to be abused and, It's not meant to be where you sing you have to really have good technique. You have to, and I don't have experience in that, so this is just from people that I've talked to that have been on the road a lot. Singers really do have one of the hardest jobs because you have to really pamper your voice, and especially if you're a real singer. And when I say
anybody
that, I don't
uses
mean
their voice a lot, not just singing, but any broadcasting, talking. I mean, I've had
all that.
Yeah.
You know, the voice is kind of temperamental sometimes, you know, if you use it a lot. But, and like I haven't practiced voice for so long, it's kind of like, oh gosh, I don't want to listen to this again. You know, we're our worst critics. But, you know,
voice,
it's all good.
I think everyone's voice sounds weird to them, isn't that true?
I don't know. I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's probably true.
Sanaz says yes, right? Like,
oh yeah. I hate my voice. I hate hearing it back when I'm editing my videos or something. I'm like, turn it down.
And yet everybody loves it, so.
Yeah, so, you know, I mean, the cool thing about, I think, what I'm doing is I'm letting people see the good, the bad, and the ugly. And, you know, it's kind of like, you know, the Wizard of Oz when they discovered the wizard behind the guy. Don't look behind the man behind the curtain. Ignore the man behind the curtain. You know, but you know, it's like we're just humans, and we're trying to express ourselves and make good art, and it doesn't have to be perfect, but you know, we want it to be.
It's true, you know, like film and TV are great examples. It's like, you know, if you watch a movie or TV and you go to a set and you see how it's done, and you see like all the pieces, and you see how like, wow, this is not real at all. That could ruin something for you when you go back and see it again. I think
a friend of mine that talks to a lot of different celebrities and stuff, and you know, told me, they said the biggest thing about social media that celebrities don't like is it kind of pulls the curtain back, and it kind of takes away the Hollywood magic a little bit, you know. And as you start to meet people, and it was cool back in the day when, you know, you saw a movie and you're like, wow, how did they do that? You know, nobody could figure it out. You know, once all the magic tricks are known, you know, it's kind of like, I think some of the old school people are worried that it's not going to be good for business, you know. But I believe in empowering other artists, and you know, I've paid for lessons from all kinds of different people for guitar and voice and stuff. And, you know, I've learned some of the behind-the-curtain secrets and stuff, which they're really not that amazing. But I think that a lot of people are scared to be artists because they don't want to be rejected. They don't want to fail. They don't want to. You kind of put yourself out there, you know. And I want to show people that you can do it. You know, you can get out there. You can, if you love music and you want to create music, you can do it. You can do stuff that people are going to like, and you don't have to be the most amazing whatever on the planet, you know. And honestly, everybody on this planet, they just want to like live a peaceful, nice life, you know. And we're all going to die someday. There's an end to our book, but I just want to make the world a better place by giving people the encouragement, and by what I'm doing, that they could do something too, you know. And that, to me, that's one of the most important things as an artist. And also, you know, with Traveling Guitar Foundation, that's somewhat of our message, where, you know, we want to show kids that, hey, you can get up there and you can play music, do whatever you want, you know. There's a lot of work to it, but it's worth it. It's fun, you know. But I don't know. So this is what I do when I'm tired, is I talk too much. So go ahead.
No, not at all. You didn't talk too much. It was fine. Lady Gaga has a social network now. Not a shock. What is it called? Gagaville? I mean, because, you know, she's...
whatever her minions are called, Little Monsters, something like that.
Oh, it's not surprising because, look, Lady Gaga... Just Bieber, Lady Gaga, they have talent in different ways, but, you know, I think that they know that they have a shelf life, and I think that they hopefully will keep going in their minds, but Lady Gaga has put herself, like, in every game, every app, everything she can get her. She's not still, like, I think before she became Lady Gaga, she was struggling like everyone else for a long time.
Yep.
I think she's like.
I actually like her. I think she's a very creative, interesting person with her art. You know, I mean, she's not the most amazing singer on the planet. She's, you know, but she's interesting. And I think sometimes maybe not everybody has the talent to be a guitar shredder or, you know, make the paint peel off the walls with their singing or sing opera or whatever, you know. I mean, we're not all made the same, but everybody can be interesting. And think about all the people that have become successful artists by being interesting. You know, maybe they weren't the greatest talent in the world, you know. So if you finally realize, you know, I'm not that great of a guitar player, I don't think I'm going to be any good, and I've tried, and well, put your energy into being an interesting guitar player. You know, put your energy into being an interesting singer, or wear, you know, a goat head, or you know, whatever. You know,
buy a bat.
Yeah, do something. You know, have fun with it, and
Dragnet.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I agree.
So sometimes the most popular people are not. You're right. They're not the greatest singers and guitar players. They're not even maybe even that good of a singer or guitar player, but they're personable and they're interesting, and sometimes that wins out over music. It depends on, you know, what people are into. Some people like that. It's not the showmanship of it all, and some people like the actual music of it all. And it'd be nice to have both, but you know, as we move along, I think we're going to see more and more people that are stars that maybe they don't have the talent to be a music star or a film star, but they have something about them that is just interesting, and they go with it. So there's a lot of that. There's a lot of that on Google Plus. There are a lot of people that have made themselves, have been, well, we appear to be interesting, you know, but and some of them, a lot of them are, but it's you know, Google Plus. I think Google thinks Google Plus is almost like their second coming of YouTube. It's like, you know, first is YouTube, and everyone's a YouTube star, right? Now they're thinking with Google Plus, and that's what. Do you agree with that? Do you think that that's kind of what they're thinking with the Hangouts?
You know, I'm not sure. I think their vision of Google Plus is bigger than that. I think it's.
Yeah.
Oh, it's bigger than that. I just meant that idea exists, that people can be. Sure, it's bigger. I'm just saying the idea.
Yeah, I mean, you know, right now, to me, the problem with Google Plus is people have not. You know, like there was one of the guys came in earlier and he said, you know, I joined, but no one was here, you know, and you said, well, none of your friends were here, but I don't think people, not, you know, I talked to my wife a little bit about it, and she's not really interested in meeting a whole bunch of new people. Like, you know, it's some people just are not interested in that. You know, they have their friends, they have their family, and that's good enough for them.
I guess,
you know? But we're boldly going where no man has gone before. These are the voyages of the
right?
Google Plus, whatever. Some people are explorers, some people aren't, you know. And Google Plus is great for if you want to go out there and meet new people and experience new things. This is a great place to be.
People have passions, though, you know. So if you have a passion, whether it's your career or your hobby or whatever, I mean, you can't really connect it. You can try to connect with people in groups and stuff, and I get it. You know, I think there's a lot of people that are on Facebook that are like, that don't. There's a crowd of people on Facebook that don't even really want to be on Facebook. They're like, all right, I have to have a Facebook, just like the same people that didn't want to have an email. Like, I don't really want an email. Why do I need an email? I have a phone. You know, there's there's a sect of people that were like, they finally got there, and then they're like, I guess I use it, or I don't use it, or I don't want to admit I use it, or the same people are like, oh, I don't watch TV. Like, I remember, you know, it's funny, there was one time I met a girl, she was like, oh, I don't watch TV, but then she told me about something that was on TV. He's like, oh, but I watched it on Netflix, or I watched it on my computer. I was like, oh, okay. Anyway, so there's that whole group of people that are like, the same people that are like, I'm a vegetarian, but I eat chicken and fish, you know, like, whatever.
Yeah.
There's so many. I'm sure Sanaz, like, I live in the land of liars, the people that take a word that means one thing, and they're like, I'm going to call myself this, even though I'm like only like 2% that.
Definitely.
It's ridiculous.
2%.
Yeah, I'm a 2% vegetarian, which means I avoid all meat like at 12 o'clock on Sunday.
Yeah, I'm eating a pizza. I'm a vegetarian.
Nice.
On it.
Pepperoni doesn't count. It's not a real animal.
Yeah, right?
I never heard of an animal named pepperoni.
I know. What animal has pepperoni in their body?
Exactly. This guy's name is Fingerboard. That's interesting. No, shut that off. All right, we're gonna stage this dude. So no playing of the music. So what do you? So you just made a pizza? That's cool. Or did you order pizza? What?
No, I just put a pizza in the microwave.
Nice.
Toaster oven. I'm sorry, I don't use the microwave.
I thought in Los Angeles you just thought about something and somebody brings it to you on a tray. That's what.
Yeah, everything happens like that for me. I just
only at the Beverly Hills Hotel. Duh.
I was just sitting here thinking about pizza, and some waiter in a tuxedo brought it to me on a tray. You know, it's like, what? It's awesome.
No, I wish LA was like that. That would have been
Ritz.
So tell us we talk about the positives though. There's got to be some positives, right? The weather. No.
Yeah.
If you do leave the house, what's your favorite thing?
He hates LA, apparently.
My favorite place in LA is probably going and hanging out at Rainbow, which is the well-known bar and grill in Sunset Strip. Been in many movies and stuff like that. It's just kind of to hang out, and usually I run into a ton of friends there, and it's really cool, and they have good food and good loud metal music, and if Lemmy is in town, he'll be playing the little slot machine over there. And actually, Paul that came in the chat room, that's Lemmy's son, but he had to leave. So,
cool.
Yeah, he would have been an interesting guy to talk about some. He's got some real interesting stories about everyone, so it's great.
About everybody.
Yeah, he grew up around, really, really big major stars, and it's been,
So Matthew, I gotta ask you, do you know who Lemmy is?
Lemmy sounds like a rock god.
Do you ever hear of Motorhead?
Motorhead. He's the lead singer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good job. No, you had that
No, as soon as she said Lemmy,
Googling.
No, not at all. But as soon as she said Lemmy, I knew that was a musician, a famous musician, but I didn't necessarily connect Motorhead.
Yeah.
I think I saw a little resemblance now that I think about it. So.
Oh yeah, a lot of resemblance. I told him, I'm like, you should just dye your hair black and then do the whole daddy mustache, and you can walk around be him, and he's not gonna go for it, but they look exactly alike. It's funny. But he's a good guy. But he's got a studio here in LA. That's probably one of the places that's really actually nice, and they're good people. Well, he's a really good person, and they help a lot of bands out and stuff like that. The Rosewood, I think that's the name he chose to come in with too. So that's his studio, and I go there too. Hang out and watch different bands, and I think we're gonna start filming some bands from inside of the studio while they're rehearsing or recording or whatever. So it'll be fun. But really, there's just not LA is just. I don't know, man. I love the place. I don't hate it by any means, because if I did, believe me, I would have been gone. But I don't hate it, but I don't really necessarily have anything.
Like Venice Beach, is that cool, or there's nothing really?
Yeah, I actually used to live there on the beach, and it was really nice. I liked it there. It's foggy at nights, and it was pretty cool. And you got all the beach bums around with their little skateboards and stuff, and guys in thongs. But
that's just wrong. That's all I have to say about that.
It is.
Is that Lemmy now?
Huh?
Is Lemmy here?
Is Lemmy here?
No.
What?
I'm just trying it on my laptop.
Oh, there he is. He did it. He's back.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah,
I wish he was back so you guys some stories.
I'm on my laptop this time.
Yeah, it works better.
Good. We
It's
can hear you
working.
now.
Cool.
Yeah,
So-
it's a different computer.
So you're playing a show you said at midnight in LA?
Sorry,
I don't hear anybody say.
you're breaking up. I'm going to change my.
He asked if you were playing a show at midnight in L.A.
Yeah, we're playing a show at Harvard and Stone.
Your hair looks really red right now.
Can you hear me? It's all breaking up.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
are
hear
you on
you.
wireless?
It's just breaking up a tad.
Yeah, it's breaking
Probably on
up.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you're probably on Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Wi-Fi does that sometimes.
Yeah, I'm on Wi-Fi. I guess you need an Ethernet cable.
Can you? Do you have a
Right.
gigabit connection you can plug it into?
I'm on Wi-Fi. Why am I not
I have to
Sometimes it
get a
works.
cable
Okay.
and do all that stuff. Yeah, I'll have to. It's teething problems because it's my first time I've done this with Google Plus.
So, how did the music come through? Did it sound okay as far as like? There's a little compression in the Hangout, so it's not like audio, very high audio quality, but it's
Sounded great. I liked it.
It sounded fine, but I was on a different computer anyway, which wasn't handling my sound, so it was only streaming in one direction. So it sounded fine for me.
I have what I have is I have my Pro Tools rig. I've got like an Onyx Firewire board, and I take Pro Tools and I can play like all my backing tracks. I'll mute like the vocals and the lead guitars, and then I'll run a feed out of my mixing board headphone jack to another computer, which is the Hangout computer. And so then I'll get as high as audio quality as I can get in a Hangout. I'll get it mixed, sounding good in the headphones, and then I can play like stuff live and everything.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I've got a main rig I could do that with. I have quite a lot of inputs and outputs on that, like 46 input-output system.
Yeah,
But
Firewire
it
doesn't
wasn't-
work very good direct in the Hangout. Some people have good luck with it. It depends on the interface. But you can...
No, it's not Firewire, what I use.
Oh, okay. But yeah,
It's Motu. It's a PCI Express card in one of the slots.
Yeah, those work a little bit better.
Pretty hard.
But
I think it's just the wireless connection.
Yeah. But you could do stuff like, Sanaz was saying you have a studio, you could do some stuff where you could have a Hangout, and you actually have the ability to broadcast like what we're doing right now. And you could actually take your camera and take the feed off the mixing board and,
Have a concert.
Yeah, do live sessions,
That's what we're doing is we're going to use 4 cameras. I just bought them. It's the same type of camera that Sanaz has. It's a Sony Handycam. I've got 4 of those, and I'm actually going to start, as soon as I get them, I'm going to start putting it together so that live video can be, we'll probably have to actually record it and then edit it in Final Cut. But we'll start uploading those videos for everyone to see. So that's cool. Kind of where we're going to go with it. So, but the sound will be mixed professionally on Logic in the studio. For the videos.
That's
like,
sometimes what I'll do is I'll like during my performance, I'll record the Pro Tools stuff, live, and then I'll go back and mix it, remix it, and then put the audio under the video. And for the I've done that a couple times. It's a little bit of a pain, but it's it sounds a lot better.
Yeah, I've done that as well, and it works really well. I mean, we've used 5 iPhones or 5 not phones but like flips. 2 flips,
Yeah.
4 iPhones, and we had 6 camera angles, and then we, as an experiment, we cut it all together in Final Cut, and then we took the sound from the recording software, from Logic. We actually mixed it and had professional sounding video, but the iPhone footage didn't look that great to me, so we're getting proper cameras for that.
Yeah, eventually I want to have some real
cool.
nice HD stuff to do stuff like that with.
People are very forgiving. They are. If they like what they're, but I hear what you're saying. They're pretty forgiving, especially if it's short. So this format's great. I mean, you can literally use the events. They have events. You can schedule the concert, and you can invite people that way, and then they can come watch it. So
it's just ironing out the little wrinkles in the software that gives us how it talks through the hardware, I think.
Yeah, I mean, you really can't do this anywhere else. I know there was live stream and Ustream, but it doesn't work as well. Or it's not enough people are connected to it over there.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and the cool thing about this platform is that you can have interaction with people. You have, all the people coming in the Hangout. You could do some music and then stop and talk to everybody. It makes your videos a lot more interesting,
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool system. I'm glad Sanaz introduced me to it, because I've been looking at Google Plus, but I was never really convinced that they were doing anything interesting. But this is pretty interesting.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people just didn't know about it. The president's been on here, Conan O'Brien. There's been a couple of different Anderson Cooper, a couple of different people have used it. Not the musicians so far have only used it to talk, to sell albums, not necessarily to do concerts. Although will.i.am did something in Central Park. I don't know how good that was. Somebody was holding a laptop on the back of the stage, and he would just run up to it with a webcam. I'm not even kidding.
I think eventually though, we're going to have the bandwidth to and the sequencing to do like HD quality concerts in this format. I mean, we don't have it now, at least not with this technology, but I think eventually your everyday person is going to have that. And so this is kind of the beginning of where things are going, I think. Yeah,
it's definitely. I mean, there was a platform that I did try to use about 2007, which was supposed to do what this does. And it's called Hello World. It was like this big company were running this thing, and it was very convoluted and complicated to use. So I didn't take to it, but it wasn't reliable either. I think it's got to be a reliable, solid connection to, and also I'd like to see a system that can handle at least stereo streaming in live, direct, at maybe at least 128 kilobytes per second, so we can share, in high quality sound.
The big problem with this platform is the codec was designed for people to talk, and so for them they're working on one for music, but they said the one they have for music is crappy when people talk. So,
Yeah. So this used to be Google's internal communication tool.
Yeah, they used to just talk to each other in the office using this.
Yeah, and so eventually now they didn't realize that musicians were going to use it the way that we are,
Stupid asses.
And so what basically in the beginning you would get a lot of acoustic musicians because that's about the only thing that you could do that didn't sound horrible because of the compression. And now the spectrum's a little bit wider for the audio, so you can get a little bit better sound out of it. I was trying to do metal and rock and stuff, and if you listen to some of the older videos that I did, they're horrible. I mean, the compression will just clamp down on it and squish it, so that it sounds like you're in a blanket, So now it's at least it seems terrible. Yeah, it seems to be now where as long as you don't do anything super abrupt, the compression won't lock it down on it. It'll, as long as you just keep it, you know, flowing, it'll do fine, you know. But I mean, it's still average quality, but it's getting better. I think it's going to get to the point where, like you were saying, the high quality audio.
Yeah, we kind of need that for musicians, especially if we're going to do that kind of interacting musically. How can you listen to it if it sounds like a crappy little speaker or something?
I think, though, a lot of the rock musicians I've talked to, they're looking at it from a technical perspective, but they don't realize the type of relationships that you build with people on these hangouts. Even if your audio is average or sucky, you're making a connection with people in a way that you wouldn't do that normally. Like, you know, I mean,
it's great for like a fan, developing a fan club. Is the first thing to mind. Is getting all your fans, like, instead of having them on Facebook, have them on here. It makes much more sense.
I mean, you know, and you can control the people that come in your hangouts somewhat, you know. I mean, if Sanaz went and opened a public hangout, she'd have 5 dudes with their pants down in like 5 minutes. It's real. I mean, never open the public.
No.
If you're a girl, never open a public hangout. I swear you will never be the same.
Never open a public hangout, but do it on air for everybody, though. That's fine.
Yeah. No. That's...
No, I mean, I don't mean take off your clothes. I mean, she could do it on air.
You know, what
That's
time...
what I was saying.
Matthew, behave.
They'll be taken off.
I was behaving.
No, I was in a hangout with I think there was one female in the hangout, and this guy came in the hangout and blocked all the guys and took his pants down in front of the camera. It was like, but that was public, you know, because you get all kinds of weird stuff in there, you know.
Yeah.
I actually like to try that.
A lot of strange people out there.
Well, I'll tell you, you don't expect a different result, but, you know, that's probably what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, baby.
It's all good.
Yeah.
If you click on that link I just put there, I was in a room with a band. They were in a tiny little room. They had all their amps. The amp was set to 1, and it was all going into my little tiny webcam, and you could hear the clipping if you want to, what it sounded like. But it was like we weren't totally prepared for it, so.
But the point. Sorry, the point I was trying to make before I got sidetracked was like, you don't have to deal with crazy people if you don't want to. You know, you can.
You got sidetracked by guys taking their pants off.
Yeah, well, not exactly. But thanks for going there.
And blocking the other guys.
Yeah.
Would you get sidetracked with guys taking their pants off?
Right now.
There you go. See, keeping me
I've got my pants off right now, but you'd never know.
No. There are a lot of things you don't know.
Oh boy.
But there are people that get really disgusted and creeped out, and I get it. But well, what are you gonna like? What as long as they're not near you, right?
Well, yeah, and that's the thing about fans. You know, with the hangouts, if you don't have to deal with stalkers as much. You know, you can just like hang out with people, and you know, if you're not comfortable, just
glad you had
leave.
to say that word.
I haven't had stalkers. I don't know.
I mean, that could happen. Anyone can do that at any time, no matter what. As long as the internet exists, people have ways if they really want to. I mean, whatever. Just get over it.
Well, my stalkers are basically online stalkers. None of them have the guts to be around me, so that's okay.
They're all on Facebook.
They're not on Facebook.
Yeah, some of them
and
are.
MySpace.
Mainly on MySpace. It was more on MySpace than Facebook.
Are there people that still use MySpace like crazy?
No.
She's like, no. Hermine doesn't use MySpace either.
Hermine is big on MySpace.
She's big. She's huge. She knows Dane Cook's phone number and stuff.
You guys are hilarious.
I still like MySpace. I don't know, but it's kind of sad how it went down the way it did, and it is what it is.
You don't think Timberlake's bringing MySpace back?
Yeah, I heard it when he bought.
Oh, that's great that you said yeah. Thanks.
I was just waiting for I'm bringing sexy back. Forget me.
That's what I was doing to the tune of that.
Dude, I think this is the most girls in a hangout that I've been in.
What do you mean? Wow. That was earlier today. We had that too. We had 4.
That's why you guys are seeing so many guys with a band count.
Yeah.
I guess.
This is almost a gender-balanced hangout. It's pretty amazing.
Oh, yeah, it is, actually. How cool is that?
Although Stacy, she's here, but she's not here.
I don't know.
I only see her picture. Do you guys know what you guys see?
I just see a still picture.
Ouch. Stay still, Rosewood. Oh, someone's
Meet that.
playing guitar. Cool.
Wait.
Hi,
How are you guys tonight?
Good. Rose.
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I've been drinking all night.
Oh, boy.
Oh.
I know.
So, Irene, I just had my first interview, so I'm famous now.
Well, you were always famous in my book. So who interviewed you?
Matthew Rappaport.
Hooray! You are an official. Oh my gosh!
I'm like famous on Google Plus now.
Hangout Conversations. There's very few. There's only 43 of us. I was number 7. Lucky number 7. Gosh.
So what happens now that I'm famous? Does something change? I think Matt's frozen.
Yes, he said he's crashed and coming back.
It's crashed.
What happens now is you get to brag about it. Hangout Conversations.
I've been on Hangout Conversations, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Who is he? Rose?
And we're back.
Ah,
Oh, I can see Frank now. Great.
you're back.
Yeah, I crashed because of the memory.
He's one of Sanaz's friends in L.A.
Cool.
Got a recording studio and seems like a pretty cool dude.
Isn't he's not Lemmy's son? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
He's Lemmy Motorhead. Lemmy's son.
I have a trip for you that is the coolest thing ever.
What is it?
I just hung out tonight with Suite 709.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
Like outside the house?
No, they were in San Antonio, so I went to their concert.
Oh,
And it
cool.
was funny because we went out after and we recorded that line. All of us. So
Good
night. I did. The only thing I need to do is get laid now, and it'll be like good to go. Oh my God, we're live on air, aren't we?
That's all right. I'll cut that out.
Thank you.
Jeremy was not
Edit.
Jeremy just went lying down, like on her bed, which is what she does every night at Hangouts, which is what she's doing, lying down. She's laying down. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, everyone needs to lay.
Everyone needs to lay down.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So we're good. That's all you got.
All that I heard was Lay's potato chips. That's all I heard.
That is awesome.
Anyway, yeah, Sweet 709, hopefully I'm getting to come to New York if I get someone to put the bill that rhymes with Google.
You better do a Kickstarter.
I don't have time. The concert's almost for the month. There's 4 of them in Sweet 709, right?
Yeah, but you know what you should do? You should just ask everybody for a Kickstarter for $10 and they'll get their CD. Do you know what I mean?
I don't...
That's
make everyone buy their CD?
No, my whole point, whatever, then people will at least feel like if they get 10 or $15, they'll get something in return.
So let me ask you this. 4 people coming to New York, their equipment for a couple of nights, and so they're 4 plane tickets.
$2,000.
And hotel for
$2,500. Make it work. Make it work.
But I don't think Kickstarter gives it to you in enough time, does it? Just tell Kickstarter or like somebody to like post up the money. I can post up the money if you make sure you get it. But my point is, post up the money. You need 250 people to each give you $15. You'll cover shipping and handling, and forget that. They can download it for something, so that way they sell records. You get them there, and everybody is like more of a fan. I just thought. Then they have to give away all those records. Well, I guess all that money's going to go towards.
No, it's going to go to them anyway, and they would. What does it cost? $3 for them to actually cut it? You know what I mean? For them to actually create those additional.
Everyone went black. Everyone went black.
Well, I have to for a second. I'm getting out, and I don't want you to see my jewels.
All right.
Right.
Jewels of the Nile.
I think they would negotiate that. I think if they said, if you sell 250 of our records and can get us there, dude,
we'll give
I could start a campaign. I could start a buy a CD.
That's it. Buy a CD. Instead of for $10, you buy it for $15 for the Kickstarter. And
well, I don't even think we need to do.
I wouldn't do it otherwise.
The reason why I'm scared of Kickstarter is because I don't know. Because
you should talk to Kickstarter. The reason I like Kickstarter is I think it legitimizes it a bit. When everyone's out here like, oh, I'm doing this and I'm raising funds for that and I do that, and I don't see the actual organization that it's put through. I'm just like, people are like, email me this. I'm like, you're not getting more than $5 of my bucks.
Right. No, I hear you. No, you're right. But maybe Indiegogo is better. But is that as good as Kickstarter? Can it be? Does it matter? I
don't care which one it is. But it needs to be a legitimate organization that's tracking how much money is being raised.
Because Ryan Van Sickle as well, a few of us are helping him get here. And that's not like, I was thinking about raising money for that too, but I was thinking about raising a whole thing for h.i.r.l. Everyone's going black.
No, I wouldn't do that. I think I'd keep them separate.
No, I am keeping separate.
But if you can do that, I'd support swinging it around, sending it out, whatever, but
obviously it would be easier if we could just get the Google to fit the bill because they
I don't think you're going to do that.
Well, but it's a good idea.
No, the good idea is to do it however you want to do it and however the community wants to do it.
The problem is that it's not that I'm against it, but there's so much that I'm doing to organize this thing, and that would just be another thing. If you want to run with it, or you
No. I know, that's like my thing is, no, I don't agree. And the other thing is, I don't have as much pull as you do in the community.
No, I know, but it's just, for me to sit there and try to work on a Kickstarter for them and get it together and then get it out there, and then it's like I'm already, trying to get things set, and I know my time is, you know what I'm saying? I'm not, that's the only reason why I was saying it would be easier just to get them to it was an idea to get them to come here and to be part of it, but yeah.
I think where I stand with it is I think there's always going to be h.i.r.ls for them.
Yeah, they don't have to come to this one, but whatever.
I feel like there might be some that are closer to whatever, but.
No, it's a good idea. It's something I thought about, but I just felt like, in Kickstarter, I just felt like, all right, so, if someone puts the bill, it's fine. But then, you're talking about 4 people, 4 plane tickets, a room. I don't want to have to also book their plane tickets and book their room and book their,
Well, I think that's their job. Once you've raised the money, it's like, hey, this is what you guys have to work with. figure it out.
Yeah, but like, so then like, I'm not saying they're not gonna do it, but it's like, you know.
It is pretty close now.
Yeah, it's like, by the time I get them the money and get it set.
I would say that we have a week to raise the money. You might have one person who drops like $500. You might have one person who, you know.
Yeah, but I would think before we even can ask for a goal, we really need to sit there and physically see how much it is, right? Like,
I would just do an estimate. Like, it's not that hard.
Okay.
It's
just saying, New York, a hotel in New York is like a couple $100 a night. So, and I don't, if they get one room.
Plus $300 times 5 is $1,500.
Their plane tickets need more than $300. It's only $300 from where they are in Texas, New York, round trip.
They have 3 places they can go. They can go to San Antonio, Austin, or Dallas.
Well, I know that Toronto to New York is like almost $300 by now. So.
Whatever. I mean, my whole point is they can figure it out. I don't think that like they can drive for $1,000 round trip. Do you know what I mean? Easily.
Hey,
and
Matt.
What's up? Oh,
I'm falling asleep, dude.
Yeah, Matt, thanks for being. You were great.
I'm a trooper. I stayed, but I gotta get up tomorrow. Yeah. So.
Yeah, everyone that needs to go.
So, you guys have a good night, and
thanks, Matt.
Tell Sanaz I said good night, and talk to her later, I guess. So.
Matt Gibson signing out.
Signing off.
You have like a chord you want to go out on, or no?
No.
Just like don't make me put a
I'm done for tonight, man. But
all right,
thanks for having me, man. It was.
You got it. Here, you want to smile? Take a picture. There we go. All right. Everyone's like, look at all the black boxes. Great.
Hey.
No, I already did it.
Oh, well, screw you. Do it again.
I'm frozen. Come on.
No, you're not.
Now, I mean, capture the moment. All right, ready? We got it. All right,
good.
Go, leave, see ya. Matt Gibson, everybody. If you're watching still.
What do they do with your iPhotos and iPhoto? Or, like, when you download your phone, like, your stuff.
All right, see you guys.
Good night.
Good night.
And
I feel like I'm gonna sneeze.
Yeah.
Frank,
guys.
I'm gonna go to sleep now. Wait, let me get a close. Let me get a smile at Frank. There we go, smile. All right. There we go.
Who else is going to bed?
I'm not. I should though, but I'm not. I have my ultrasound tomorrow.
Oh gosh, it came up so quickly.
What?
And ultrasounds, you'll get the results really quickly.
No, I mean, as they're doing it, they'll probably let me know that there's nothing there, or there is, right? Because I'll ask. That's the kind of person I am. I'm going to be like, so? As they're going, like, online.
But what did the test results say? You said you were going to call about the test results.
Oh, yeah, no, they said that was all normal. The blood, as far as the blood test related to any thyroid, they said that was all normal, so that's a good sign, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's probably not my thyroid. I feel a little better. It basically just, for those of you watching it, Frank, just it feels like I can feel a little lump in my throat. And I didn't know where it's from, where it came from, allergies or acid or thyroid or who knows. I don't know what the deal is. So we'll see. I mean, I'm supposed to still go to. It's not actually ENT. It's a like otolaryngologist, but or however you say it. But they just trying to make an appointment with them is a pain in the butt. So. But that's it. I'm not in pain. I just feel like there's like some blockage or closure or something. All my other numbers were great. So I thought I was worried about diabetes because my father has it and my mom's father had it, but they said I'm not even close to being pre-diabetic, so I feel like I'm doing pretty good.
Oh, that's good.
So that's how I'm looking. I'm telling everyone my cholesterol is like 174, which isn't too bad. They said my good cholesterol went up a little bit. My bad one went down. The only thing is I do have like my triglycerides and ACTs or whatever the liver, they went down, but they're still a little high. I guess I did have like a little bit of fatty liver, but I'm working on it.
Oh, the better to eat you, my darling. Oh, sorry.
Ooh. Very nice. And don't eat my liver. Don't deliver my liver. I think the show's almost wrapped.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Good night, Frank.
I'll see you next time.
Thanks for joining us. It's good seeing
Fun.
you. Good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Let's get more. It'd be cool. I would do a photo. You know what? I would do a show with well, it's only 10 people that would be here, but I would do 10 people that run the photo walk.
I might have it tomorrow.
What? You'd have something like that?
We usually do it on a Friday night.
But I would have. Is it people that are in the New York photo walk?
No, it's like a group of people that I know, and some people from Australia too.
That's cool. But I was saying it would be cool if I get a couple people that were on the New York City photo walk.
Oh, yeah.
We have a hangout show, and I'd just be like, all right, let's talk about what it was like, meet each other, dumplings, food, we look at the moments. Yeah, that'd be a cool show.
That'd be cool.
I'll have to organize that when I'm not getting Sweet 709 here or something else. Good night, man. I'm going to wrap up, too. So I feel bad. Sanaz is gone, and I don't want to leave. She'll be like, what happened? Let me just type in the chat. Hey, Sanaz. Hey, and if you're watching still, type briefing. Hey, Sanaz. Thanks for joining us. We are wrapping up conversations. All right, thanks, and Paul too. Thanks everyone. Matt Gibson is my guest. Thank you to Lemmy's son who was here, and Matt Gibson and Sanaz and Armin stopping by, and everyone watching Motivus Jones and Patricio. I called you Patricia. Sorry, I hate me for that. And everyone else. So there were a lot more people that were watching. Ashlyn and he has a Scribble. There you go. Scribble Crushes has a page now. So go find that and get your Scribble Crush. He'll draw you something. Brahma McGuckin, Frank, and Percy just here. Stacey Gardell, Tatiana, Maureen, Rosewood, Paul, Jessica was here for a second, Ian, and of course, and everyone else watching the Hangout Conversations. If you're still watching, great. Good night, everybody.
Good night.